Well, hello, hello, hello. It's the first of the month, and the first of the month, I always have videos that I can put up that I know that all of you stay tuned in for, I hope. Anyways, today I am doing the movies that we watched in June 2025. Not too many this time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basically because, let's see, hubby was in the hospital for one weekend, and that usually would be like 2 movies, sometimes 3. So I tried to watch the movie Mulan, the Disney movie, not the cartoon one, but the like real people one, and it looked so good, but I was getting distracted. People were texting me, and I was getting phone calls, and then it was like, never mind, I'll do it another time. And actually, it looked like something maybe my husband would like as well. If everything goes as planned, he will be home tomorrow. So that is good. I will keep you updated on that. And it has just been it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter here. Now, last year, for 4th of July, it was 118 degrees. And then I remember that a few years ago it was like that too, because we went to my friend Blanca's for 4th of July, and she had a big pool, but it was 117, and it was so hot that her pool was just like bath water, and her husband was going to the ice house and buying these big huge bricks of ice and throwing them in the pool, and they were just melting, and they didn't even cool the pool off. But there was like 25 of us in and out of the pool too. So yeah, and then last year was the year our air conditioner went out on us, and it was 118 degrees that day. Well, that week was all in the 100 and teens, and then 4th of July day it was 118, and thank the good Lord that they delivered our air conditioner on the 4th of July last year and installed it for us. So it is running fabulous. And then we have the new air conditioner in the bedroom, and it is fabulous. So it is 75 in my house right now, and it's 90 outside. So I am okay with that. Yeah, and it's supposed to be, so the high today was 97, and tomorrow's supposed to be 101. So it is warm, but that's not abnormal temperatures for us. But I'm so glad it's not in the 100 teens. Yeah, it's supposed to be like 89 on the 4th of July. So that's really cool. Okay. So let's get started on these movies that we watched for June 2025. We watched Jungle to Jungle with Tim Allen. This is a Disney movie. And I have punch tonight because I had soda ready today, and I have to tell myself no. So anyways, Jungle to Jungle, cutest movie ever. I don't know if you guys have watched it. It is rated PG, and Tim Allen lives in New York City, and he's this stockbroker guy, and he wants a divorce from his wife, and they split up a long time ago, 10 years ago I think, or 11 years ago, but he wants to get remarried, and so he goes to this island in Africa where she is living for her to sign papers, and he finds out he has a child from her, and the child has never been off this island in Africa, and so he doesn't know the cultures of the modern world. And it's comical, but it's a good movie. So if you haven't watched it and you just want a good, funny movie, this is a great movie. Okay, one of my absolute favorite movies was While You Were Sleeping with Sandra Bullock. I love probably 95% of Sandra Bullock's movies. Love her movies. She's such a great actress. And this one she plays with Bill Pullman. I love him too. And if you haven't seen this movie, oh, such a good movie, such a like a heart warmer movie where she is in love with this guy's brother, and she's only in love with him like this crush because he rides the train every day, and she works in the train at the train station just collecting the tokens, and she sees him every day, and she always thinks he's just so beautiful, so handsome, smells so good. And one day, he fell off the ramp there, and there was a train coming, and she jumped over and saved him, but he was hit in the head and went into a coma. And so while he was sleeping, the family saw her come in to check on him at the hospital, and they thought he was her fiance. It's just a cute story, but she ends up falling in love with the other brother. But I could watch this movie over and over and over. And another movie that I could watch over and over and over again, so we really watched Patty Picks this time. These are more things that I like, is Steel Magnolia, with the best cast ever. Sally Field, Dolly Parton, Shirley MacLaine, Daryl Hannah, Olympia Dukakis, and Julia Roberts. I would like to know who, in the comments, has not seen this movie. And if you have not seen this movie, you need to see this movie. I was looking for the ratings, what it was rated, but I don't see it. But it's just such a good movie, and they live in Louisiana, and Dolly Parton owns a beauty salon, and they all go there. That's where all the gossip takes place. And Julia Roberts is Sally Field's daughter in the movie, and she has diabetes really bad, and it's just a good story. You just gotta watch it. It's one of those movies that make you cry, and then the next minute you're crying so hard that you're laughing at the next part of it. It's just a fabulous movie. Fabulous. I actually didn't watch this one, Heart of the Country. Oh no, wait, yes I did. I watched it with my husband. Jana Kramer. It wasn't a very popular movie, but it was a good story. And she was getting a divorce from her husband. She left her husband because he embezzled in the big stock market business that he belonged to, and so she went back to live with her father, and he had a house out in the country, and it just shows her life with seeing a guy from high school that she used to be in love with, and then still loving her husband, and what he did and how wrong it was. And it was just it's a cute story. It was rated PG. It's more like a Hallmark movie, but so it didn't go big time at the theaters, but it was a good movie. Turner and Hooch, oh my gosh, another classic. Tom Hanks is another one. I love almost all his movies, and this is an older one. I think this one came out in like the 80s or the 90s, where he's an undercover cop, and then he ends up adopting this dog because the person who owned this dog was murdered. And this is another one of those that's really funny, comical, and then there's some sad parts to it, but it's a great movie. And it's funny how some of them you can see the ratings on there right away, and then others you can't. PG. It's just PG on here. All right, this one is The Rider, and this was another one that didn't go big at the theaters, but he is a bronc rider, and he's always getting really hurt, and they told him that he needs to stop riding. No, he's a bronc rider, and he needs to stop rodeoing, or he's going to have severe brain damage because he keeps hitting his head. And it's just a really good story and he has to give up his passion, which is riding broncs, and it is rated R because there's cussing and there's nudity in there, but it still is a good story. We've watched it a couple times. And the last one is It Ends With Us, which you saw that I watched last month, and I thought my husband would really like it. He didn't like it. It's too much of it. It was a chick flick. It was definitely a chick flick. So I liked it, but he didn't like it. So that's okay. He still watched it for me. But yeah, And this one I think is rated R. Oh, PG-13. That's surprising. I'm really surprised about that. So, anyways, those are the movies I watched for this month. How many of you have watched these movies? It Ends With Us, which is fairly new. The Rider, which isn't a very popular one. Turner and Hooch, which is a classic. Love it. Heart of the Country, not very popular. Curious if anybody actually saw this movie. Steel Magnolia. If you haven't seen this movie, you live in a hole and you need to get out and go watch this movie. While You Were Sleeping, another classic. And Jungle to Jungle. In our house, it is a classic. My kids have all grown up watching it. My kids are in their 30s and 40s, but they all have loved that movie. So, curious about who of you have watched these movies and which one was your favorite of these that I showed if you watched them. I would say my favorite of this one would be a toss-up between While You Were Sleeping and Steel Magnolias. Those are my two favorite of this group. I do love Turner and Hooch. I do love Jungle to Jungle. I liked It Ends With Us. The other two country ones were good, but While You Were Sleeping, Steel Magnolias, I could watch those over and over and over again. So, yep. Now that hubby's coming home this weekend, and I am taking, I'm gonna work a half day tomorrow, and then I'm gonna take Thursday and Friday, Saturday and Sunday off, and I'm gonna take the whole following week off. So I can get him adjusted to being back home, see how much he can do, you know, without my assistance, and then we'll play it by ear to see what happens from there. But I foresee us to watch kind of a lot of movies because I'll be home all week with him. Although I know home health is going to be in and out, in and out, in and out, because he's just first home, and they do that and they all get on their schedule, so it's okay. Anyways, all right, you guys, have a great evening. Have a great rest of your week. And before you know it, it'll be Happy 4th of July. Bye-bye.